War 3 is breaking out, this is what he's supposed to tell you. And the only way to make it out is to turn to Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. It's not according to color. If you're an Israelite, you're just an Israelite.
Now, our preacher said he never claimed God was, or Jesus was any color.
Ask him though. Ask him. You know, ask him.
But I'll ask him.
I mean, wouldn't you want to know that for truth's sake? Because if let's say the Lord came up to his people, right, and say, hey, I'm your savior. They'd be like, nigga, get out my face. That's how they're gonna look at it.
Yeah.
You know? Because why? They're expecting a white man to come. They don't know what's going on. So we're out here to tell them that for truth's sake that your power, your savior looks like you.
Yeah, he's a jealous power too.
Jealous power.
That white man that they put up in the 1600s, his name was Caesar Borgia. He was actually a real person. He was the son of the 6th Pope of Rome. And they put Leonardo and Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, put his picture up as the Messiah. Ain't that crazy?
And it was commissioned by his father, what, Rodrigo?
I'm gonna show you before you leave. Yep, Rodrigo Borgia. I know you gotta go. Hold on.
He's in video. He's in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and
Borgia.
And the Borgias.
The show.
It's on Showtime. The Borgias. And they called the first crime family. Look, that's the Ray Borgia. You see the face already. Let me try to get the picture to come up. There you go. His daddy put him up as the Messiah.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't trust.
You don't really care, I know.
I'm just like not religious, you know. I'm just agnostic.
He's agnostic.
Agnostic. That's cool, but the Lord is. Paul went and taught against the agnostics.
Well,
you know,
wait,
that means what? The unknown God, right?
It's not like I'm gonna hate on anyone for what they believe in. You know, that's just not me.
No, you cool, yeah.
I just want proof. Like, it's just like, for me, that's why I want to be agnostic. I'm more of a neutral person. I'm neutral. That's all I'm going to be, neutral.
No, my bad. I'm talking.
This is Hebrews chapter.
Sorry.
Yeah, say your point.
But I'm just like, I'm a neutral guy. I don't like starting conflicts or anything. I just neutral. I just like being in it. I don't like choosing sides. And one of the things I would say, one of the things I would say that's like political with our country is like people think that, like, you know, like how we got Democrats.
It's divided.
It's really divided. And my problem is, and I've said this to my government teacher, is that people don't realize there's more options out there, you know? And it bugs me because people that don't really believe in that said party, they have to go through it a certain way based on their beliefs or anything. Right. And
you're saying the same thing about religion, there's more choices to choose from.
Yeah.
But this truth goes all the way back. I'm talking about streamlining through Alexander the Great, all of them.
Yeah, I love history too. I love learning about history.
So this is the history book.
Yeah, that's the history book. But you know what? When you talk about being agnostic,
right, we catch it. It's cool.
Being agnostic means you're lukewarm.
That's right.
What God said,
he got it too.
God will spew you out of his mouth.
That's right.
Anybody that is lukewarm, if you're not hot, if you're not cold.
Yep.
If you're not hot for the Lord and on fire for God, then you're cold and you go to hell.
That's right.
Or if you're lukewarm, you still go to hell.
That's right.
Okay,
so you either got to be in this truth. Go ahead, brother. Read it real quick.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 15.
Right.
I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
She just told you that, man. The Lord ain't gonna allow you to be able to teach this truth, and you'll be destroyed. All right, Hosea 4:6.
Can I say something real? You said you like to like you'll be in it, but you ain't gonna take no sides. What if like you walking downtown and like a big old war broke out? There's two sides fighting. You ain't gonna be a part of it. You don't want to kill nobody. You don't want to hurt nobody. You don't want to be on nobody's side. Let's say one of those sides came up to you with a gun in your face and like, hey, yo, I'm about to hurt you. You got to do something. You gonna defend yourself. You gonna get some guns.
That's just basic human nature. Cause I'm gonna defend myself, but that's not because I'm choosing a side. It's because I'm choosing myself to be helpful. You know, like I'm gonna help everyone, but I'm also not gonna help someone.
Even the wicked though.
No. Like I was gonna bring it up. If it's okay, say if I was in World War II, okay, Hitler was obviously a bad guy. Okay, I would not help that dude. I would not even be on that side because I know what side's good, what side's bad. Well, I'm saying that I'm just like neutral in general.
Well, you say he's bad according to what? According to what you've learned about Hitler. But one of his main agendas was he was going against America because he said America had taken God's treasure, and his treasure were the Israelites. He was talking about us. He knew he was a fake Jew himself. He knew that the ones that were claiming to be Jews, Jewish, that's why they called themselves Jewish. Because if I'm a grown man acting like a child, you're gonna say I'm being childish. If I'm not a Jew but I'm acting like a Jew, I am Jewish. All right. So Hitler himself knew that he wasn't persecuting the real Jews. He said America was persecuting the real Jews.
Yeah, what's that black baseball player that they made a movie about?
Jake Robinson.
Yeah, they said he didn't want, what's his name? Hitler didn't want to shake his hand because he knew he was a real Jew. He said, nah, you're a real Jew, I don't want to shake your hand.
And when did he have opportunity to do that? I didn't know that.
What's that? Join the Olympics?
It might have been Hank
That was a
Aaron.
different time.
Hank Aaron.
Oh, you talking about the runner?
Yeah, whoever it was, it was somebody. Who was it?
I can't say his name, but he was a Jesse Owens.
It was Jesse Owens.
It was Jesse Owens.
Oh,
Jesse
okay.
Owens.
Yeah.
But
Jesse Owens.
let's not forget though. This is for like true for everything. Like whether it be history, books, like anything, any literature that was in another language. So way back then, meaning gets translated into different languages. Everything gets changed. That's just the way I see it. And plus, people interpret it for their own means and everything.
You saying some real stuff now. Get this real quick. Now you're talking. Now you're talking real quick.
Just start off.
Yeah, prologue. Come on, bro.
Wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us wherein we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue.
So everything that's uttered in Hebrew, most of the Bible was written in Hebrew. Paul was sent to the Hebrews. See that? So he said everything translated from Hebrew into another tongue, what?
Have not the same voice in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference. For when they are spoken in their own language, for in the 8th and 30th year coming into Egypt.
No, you said for when it's supposed to be when they are spoken in their own language. No, you ain't got to. So basically, when it's translated from Hebrew into another tongue, it's our job to go back and translate it back into the Hebrew. You know that. But the Hebrew that you're speaking, that's called Yiddish. And that's what the fake Jews Hebrew is. This is the true Hebrew. You got one too? This is called Paleo Hebrew, Lashawan Kodesh, ancient Hebrew. Now the letters.
The door, the Gimel, I've learned those.
Well, Gimel, that's Yiddish.
And I've learned Alpha, the Alpha.
Now you see the, what's that, the Bet? I think it's like 2 letters for Bet, and you see that, 2 sounds? But in this is just 1.
Then there's Noon, Min, Lameth, Kaf.
Lamed and all that, see that? Yep, the La.
Gosh, hang on.
But that's,
I knew about.
Now, let me help you out real quick. This terminology, that's Yiddish, but these are the Paleo letters. All right, we just wrote that on there so people can understand. All right, but in this language, this is where you'll find the Lord's true name. All right, it will be Yah, where the H at? Ha, Wa, Ha, Yahweh. You see that?
You know that they were saying that back in the
And this is what it look like.
back in the
That's a true image of the Messiah.
the what do you call that? That they were talking about whenever they wrote the Lord's name, that they would have to take a different pen.
Right.
This is how they did. They did a different pen, changed their clothes, washed their hands, everything, before they would write His name, God's name.
I don't know about that. I know in the Dead Sea Scrolls, even in the Dead Sea Scrolls, it's written in Greek and Aramaic. But then when it gets to the Lord's name, and it's written in another language too. But when it gets to the Lord's name, it's all written in Paleo Hebrew. So the whole book is in Greek or Aramaic, but then when it gets to the Lord's name, they wrote it in Paleo Ancient Hebrew. So that's where you find the Lord's name.
You can't translate a name like on Telemundo. You know, the Spanish news anchors, they'll be talking Spanish, and they'll say an American person's name, Donald Trump. The other keeps talking Spanish. You don't translate a name. You translate words, but a name.
Yeah, they translated Yahushua into Joshua and then into Jesus. Jesus means hail Zeus. Our people are praising Zeus. That's Zeus. But what it's supposed to be in the English would be Joshua. That means Yahushua, meaning he deliverer. See, the name they told us, Jesus, that means hail Zeus, is Greek. people praising Zeus.
Our teacher, she's like my age, but very wise, really wise. She's had a lot of what do you call that? Experience with the language and stuff, and she's brought up stuff like you have about and that.
So you're gonna have some people gonna have some parts of the truth, but the Lord said He deprived the woman of wisdom. It's not set up for the women to get the wisdom.
Well, okay.
Now, can I fix a truck and the woman can fix a truck? Yes. But this wisdom from heaven, this is going to be given to the men.
But it says in the Bible.
Yeah.
Now, I do know where it says that you know that how what you're saying. But it does say that in the last days that the women will have I can't remember
they're going to dream
dreams.
I
can't remember the.
Didn't you say they were going to pray like the men were going to fight someone? Because like
it said dream dreams or prophesy or something like that.
I don't know about that, but back when I was still Christian, she used to tell me that when like in the final days, men would be the ones that have the soldier and we can fight, and then the women would be the ones that stay back.
Really quick, not to cut you off, but how long has it been since you went to church?
Well, I was forced to go to church.
Yeah,
like, but I'm 18 now.
Yeah, when was the last time you went? Some years ago.
No, it wasn't years.
Okay.
It wasn't. If anything, like I said, I was supposed to go to church, so I had to go. So it would probably be like say good 5-6 months, maybe.
It's crazy how you retain all that though.
Yeah, I have a good memory.
Yeah.
You never know, man.
He's good with history. He's good with history and stuff like that.
Hey, this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. It says, verse 13. Verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence. This is New Testament. With all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach. The word suffer means allow.
Allow, right.
So they allow not a woman to teach. So if they teaching, they doing it of their own accord. The Lord didn't establish that. That's not the Lord's establishment. All right? It says, I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So to learn this word, the Lord gonna set up the proper men on this earth, the tabernacle of King David. We're gonna start with the men, and then it's gonna go to the women.
Now I don't agree with all that women's rights stuff, all the way that they're.
Women
I
live
don't
and all that.
like it.
Oh, are you talking about the modern feminists?
The modern feminists, I don't like.
Some of them are crazy. I can't believe some of the stuff that comes out of their
Yes, I don't like all that stuff.
There was one modern day feminist in Russia. She was going around. It's this thing called man spread. You know, dude, when he sit down, he spread his legs. You know, that's how us men sit. So what she was doing was she was going around and pouring bleach on men's genitalia, and it's not just like regular bleach that you get from the store. It was like 60% concentrated, like it's damn near acid. Like he's damn near acid. That's what she was doing.
But I don't know if you heard about this, but you know there was a video of this guy who was a pro-choice, like a boaster and everything. This woman who was pregnant went up to him because she was about pro-life, you know, and they got to talking, and then the guy all of a sudden decides to one-house kick him, try to get the phone out of the hand, but hits her in the stomach. People like that disgust me, okay?
Yeah, I can imagine that.
If you can't take an argument or anything like relating to what you think,
right.
If you can't do that just by talking,
right, man.
then what that means to me is that you obviously don't have a good way of like your opinion. It's not good.
They need to and they need to read.
If people resort to violence, in my opinion, then that means there's something wrong, in my opinion.
That's right, man. Real quick, read that, brother.
This is John chapter 17, verse 6.
Yep.
It says, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world.
So the Lord has manifested his name unto the men who the Yahweh gave to Yahweh Shai out of this world. Not the whole world gonna be saved, but to the men that he gave out of this world. And that's 144,000 men. Revelation 7. Go ahead, brother. You got that?
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call.
Unto who?
Unto you, O men, I call.
Yep, go ahead.
And my voice is to the sons of men.
And his voice is unto the sons of men. You see that? That's how you reestablish the government again upon this earth.
Let's not forget too, like we gotta go here soon, but like
hey man, it's deep knowledge, man. You got You get
But
lost in it, man.
I just want to end this off because what he's saying, all men and everything. And men, yeah, it's men, us, but also sometimes men could be just like a general term for humans.
No, well, I understand that, but let's check this out. Now, I'm gonna break it down for you, but he's gonna read it, and I know you gotta go.
Okay.
What it is the Lord is reestablishing the men to pull back in the women.
Okay.
In Revelation chapter,
I see what
Isaiah chapter 4 says the women gonna flock unto one man in that day. When the dollar collapses, 7 women gonna flock unto one man. That's building a household again. Now, once they get taken up into chariots, saved, right? They brought back down to the earth, repopulate the earth. That's all that's happening. It's just the men got to be the warriors. A woman shouldn't stand out here and do this. A woman has, excuse me, but they have menstrual cycles, which makes them what? Unclean for 7 days. Scriptures say that. So how can they teach in the pulpit and teach people when they're supposed to be unclean? You see, it's a lot of things to it. What they're supposed to do is teach the household, teach the children, teach women. Teaching a man only if the man is not listening. You know, if he's just walking around lost and instruction coming, you say, hey, did you know you're an Israelite? You better wake up. There's some men around the corner teaching. Go listen to them. That's different. But a woman stepping up in the pulpit teaching, holding the Bible, the Lord didn't set that up. Go ahead, brother. Revelation 7, this is the last one.
Verse 4.
Just to the point so you know what I'm talking about. 7 and 1.
Fine. This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 1.
This is what he mean by all men.
And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth.
Right, 4 angels, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, and Michael. Go ahead.
Holding the 4 winds of the earth.
That's the only reason destruction is not here right now, so the elect can get woken up. Go ahead.
That the wind should not blow on the earth,
Yep.
nor the sea, nor on any tree.
Any person. Go ahead.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east,
Middle East, where the war gonna break out at. Go ahead.
having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels,
Go ahead.
to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea,
Yeah, pick up the point. Go ahead.
saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
So don't let World War III break out yet until we seal the proper servants in their forehead first. And that's what we're doing by teaching. We're trying to seal the people up. So when he shows up, they'll be ready, secure in their faith. Like, no, I know who your name is. When I call, those that call on my name shall be saved. See that? So they can't, if you calling on Jesus in that day, he gonna be mad.
But you know, also, I'll tell you what I think also.
Okay.
It's because
I'm
God,
telling you what we're reading. I can tell you what I think.
know,
I'll tell you what the Bible says.
I know. But see, God is a very loving God
I
too. He's
understand.
also an angry God too. He's a very jealous
Yeah,
God.
with the Romans 3 and 9.
But
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
he has compassion, especially, I mean, like,
You lost your point?
okay,
What's that, Malachi 1 and 3?
say like, he knows that we're, you know, like if I'm going to my church and everything. Now, this man, I believe he's a man of God. He teaches, how he preaches and everything. And I mean, I really do. And what I've learned from him so far, and the preacher, well, 3 preachers back that we had, that in
Well, the thing about it, in order for them to be sent by the Most High, first of all, they have to be speaking in prophecy. Secondly, they have to be sent. They have to be ordained of the tribe of Israel. He said he made the tribe of Israel kings and priests unto him.
That's Romans 9 too.
We have that. We hold that apostleship, that priesthood. Not no other nation can hold that. All right. So, and with that being said, and you said he's a jealous power. That he is a jealous power. He doesn't want his people worshiping any other gods, and he's not dealing with any other nation right now. So all these nations are claiming that they know him. How mad do you think he is about that? And what are you doing? You're creating a stumbling block for those that are chosen. No, not the ones that are chosen, but the children of Israel. Because 2/3 of our people are going to fall for these ways of the heathen.
Right. Same way he judged the Babylonians, same way he judged the Assyrians, same way he judged the Diadochi, Antiochus, the 4th Epiphanes and all them. Same way he judged Alexander. The same way he judged Rome a little bit. He said he's going to judge America. You know, and he hasn't fully judged Esau since Alexander. It's been still ruling. It's been Greece, Rome, America.
Well, it's getting close.
That's
though.
it. Is it? This is it.
It's getting
It's
close
over.
because of all the
It's over.
the
Wickedness.
homosexual
That's
stuff,
right. That's right.
all that stuff, the killing the babies,
That's right.
all that stuff, and not going to Him, people not turning to the Lord, and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
coming
And they got the
soon.
children of Israel here too. That's the thing.
So we've got,
Yeah, read this real